Wait, y'all trying to be black all of a sudden? Like, what's up with y'all, bro? Why y'all trying to be white? Damn. Wait, why y'all trying to be black all of a sudden? That's a little weird. Like, just be your color, you feel me? Let us be black.
Oh!
Anyways, it's your boy Juby, and we back with a banger. So we got this video, controversial-ish, you feel me? It says, why does everyone want to be black? Oh, it's like, word, like, why y'all want to be like us?
Oh!
Word, you feel me? Like, it makes no sense. Be white. Be Hispanic.
Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up.
Anyways, let's get to the video.
Pierrot Le Poor is a French short film made by Matthew Kassovitz, a director that would go on to make one of the most profound movies of all time, La Haine. The short film is about a white guy played by Matthew himself playing basketball in an empty gym until suddenly a beautiful woman walks in playing basketball on the other side of the court.
Why is it black and white?
She's hot, but he can't because he sucks at basketball. And so he does what any other man would do in that situation and dreams of impressing her
Michael Jordan? Oh.
by turning black.
Hey! It's weird though, cause like in my hood, I see white kids hooping good, so I really never understood that. You feel me? Like every time I see a white kid play, I respect him cause I know he could shoot the ball. You feel me? Why you want to be black to be a hooper? Like it makes no sense, right?
Now, I've shown this film to several people. They all said it's racist and impolite. But I feel like there's a real truth to what Monsieur Kassovitz is trying to say in this movie. You see, when I was a kid, I had dreams as well. It was 1996, and I just watched Michael Jordan get his 4th ring after winning the most amount of regular season games of all time. And for some reason, I felt like I could be like him. I could be like Mike. I was entering high school that fall, and even though I hadn't picked up a basketball ever up until then, I thought that I could make the team because I thought I could be like Mike. I tied up my 11s and headed to the gym, only to be met with Goliaths with fully formed muscles that were doing practice dunks. It's like they were gods on earth. I saw this one kid, black of course, go up for a one-handed tomahawk with his tongue out in the same 11s I had on. I swear to God I saw wings coming out of his back. I never wore those shoes again, and my NBA dreams died before I ever stepped on a court. You see, Michael Jordan's impact not only transcended America, but the entire world. With games
Because of Michael Jordan.
Worldwide for the first time ever, and with Michael Jordan entering his prime in the most marketable era, every kid was sticking their tongue out, going out for layups, pulling their short shorts to expose their knees, and obviously,
whoa, Michael, what you doing, buddy? What you doing, buddy?
For layups, pulling their short shorts to expose their knees, and obviously wearing Jordans. And I'm not talking about just American kids doing this. I'm talking about kids from Europe and Asia, kids that have never seen a black person before, imitating his airness. Hell, even Kim Jong-un couldn't resist being a Michael Jordan fan. When he spent his...
Bro, that's not Michael Jordan, though, but okay. Maybe he's going to explain himself, because that is Mr. Rothman himself.
All he would talk about was Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls, and only wear Nike tracksuits, no jeans. And I know that Kim Jong-un is a lot of things to a lot of people, but you can't really say he's racist if he wants to be like Mike. Even I suffered from this a little growing up. I remember playing pickup basketball and a black kid dapped me up. And I was like, God damn, he's the same race as Michael Jordan. And I got starstruck a little bit. Granted, I was 14, but this is probably the same type of interaction that made Jack Harlow want to pursue rapping as well. And this leads to some cultural observations I've noticed growing up around minorities. Most of the kids that I'm friends with are of darker skin tones, ranging from Indians to Africans to even Filipino people. And the N-word constantly gets thrown around over and over again in these communities, even if some of the people that are saying it aren't black. When Nav, who's a rapper of Indian origin, received backlash for saying the N-word in his songs, he said that in his multicultural neighborhood of Rexdale, Ontario, everyone was saying the N-word as well. Now, just because some kids are saying the N-word to their friends doesn't outright mean they're racist. They just think it's cool because the black people they see on TV are cool. But they're not going to admit that because it's racist. There's so many black stars becoming greats at the most important things to Americans: sports, music, and movies. There's a generation of kids that grow up seeing these greats perform and forming perceptions that aren't racist, but kind of problematic.
Word. It's weird though, because when I was growing up, I wanted to be white. I saw Zach and Cody, and I was like, yo, I'm trying to get that.
Oh! Somebody! Oh! He needs some milk!
But yeah, you feel me? I love my skin color, you feel me? If you don't like your skin color, you weird. Stop being weird. If you're not dark skinned, it's okay. If you're not light skinned, it's okay. If you're not black, it's okay, but like stop trying to be like us. Damn, bro.
Oh!
Michael Jordan's impact off the court was actually pretty terrible. He was a degenerate gambler, never was into social politics, never really gave a fuck about anything other than basketball.
He really
His
didn't.
greatness made up for it. He made black people cool, but for the wrong reasons. He gave a generation of black kids the idea that if you want to make it as a black man in America, you either got to be a basketball player or a rapper. The whole concept of we gonna make it out the hood came from this. And all the model minorities, like the Asians and the Indians, looked to black people and their stardom and was starstruck by them, while they were forced to stay in school and become doctors and lawyers. But the problem is, only a few black people actually make it out the hood. So even though we see black athletes and musicians and actors make huge waves internationally, disproportionate amounts stay poor and unemployable as well. And in turn, the model minorities that were forced to stick through school who dreamed of also becoming basketball players but couldn't because they had loving parents and defective genetics, idolized black people, but only the ones that were successful. And it's not like they didn't care about black issues either.
I should never watch that movie, AP, right? Is it called AP?
I am not a role model. I'm not paid to be a role model. I'm paid to wreak havoc on the basketball court.
This commercial directly contrasts the I want to be like Mike stardom campaign that made Michael Jordan the most marketed athlete of all time. At the time, Michael Jordan was at the top of the world and they were calling him Black Jesus. But Chuck was saying, yo, don't look up to me. I'm a basketball player. Go be a doctor. Go be a lawyer. He got a lot of backlash for
Yeah,
this.
he is like that.
To contrast the campaign that Nike was running with Michael Jordan at the top of the world, as well as shitting on the fans that were buying the shoes, putting up the posters, and wanting to.
Yeah, he is like that though. He even talked about it like recently too. I think he's like, why does everyone want to be a hooper when you know the chances are low?
Mike,
It's weird.
but hey, Chuck's right. Not everyone can make the NBA. I learned that very quickly in my life. But even with Chuck saying that he's not a role model, the legacy that he and other basketball players left behind is tremendous, because that's just how much we value basketball players and other icons in America. Because even though Michael Jordan was a degenerate gambler and never really helped the issue, the fact that he was black perpetuated a lot of other black culture on the map. But if you still don't believe me, here's a great example. Just look at the cultural impact that Michael Jordan has, being the greatest of all time for black people. And just look at how, like, pretty much most First Nations get wiped out. Just, like, no one cares about them. There's, like, this whole road in British Columbia called the Highway of Fears, where indigenous people just go missing and they just die and no one cares. No one gives a fuck. That's because indigenous people suck at basketball. It's that simple.
Send the video. It's your boy Juby, and we out. Road to 1.28.
Winners.